Hello, this video is part 2 of Trig word problems. In this case, we will be looking at one problem with an angle of depression. So let's start reading the story. From the top of the fire tower, this is a fire tower and there's someone at the top. A forest ranger sees his partner on the ground. So the partner is this guy on the ground at an angle of depression of 40 degrees. If you remember correctly, the angle of depression is this angle right here. It would be 40 degrees. Then they tell us if the tower is 45 feet in height, I'm going to label the tower as 45 feet. How far is the partner from the base of the tower? Round to the nearest tenth of a foot. So this is the base of the tower. Here's the partner. They tell us that this distance is what they want us to find. I will call that one X. This is X. Okay. Before we can solve the problem, we need to find an angle of reference inside the triangle. So this angle of 40 degrees is outside the triangle. We cannot use that one. However, I know that this is 90 degrees. Now, if the whole thing from here to here is 90, and the purple section is 40, that means that this angle that I marked in green must be 50 degrees, because 40 plus 50 is 90, and that's a right angle. Let me also point out that we have a right angle at the bottom. So now that we figure out the 50 is inside the triangle, this 50 is going to be our angle of reference. Starting from there, across from that side is the opposite side. In this case, X is the opposite. We have the 90-degree angle. Across from the 90-degree angle is the hypotenuse, which we do not know what it is. And the height of the tower is the adjacent side. So in this case, we have the opposite, which is X, and we have the adjacent, which is the height of the tower, and it is 45 feet. Opposite over adjacent, that would be tangent. Tangent of the angle of reference being 50 equals, opposite is X, adjacent is 45. I will continue using the cross multiplying technique to solve this type of problem. Let's cross multiply. X times 1 is X. 45 times tangent of 50 degrees. So X equals 45 times tangent of 50 degrees is 1.1918. When I multiply 45 times 1.1918, I get that X is equal to 53.631 feet. However, they ask us to round to the nearest tenth of a foot. That means I need to erase the 3 and the 1, and our final answer would be 53.6 feet. And that would be the distance from the bottom of the tower to the forest ranger's partner. Let me point one thing out. Now, do you guys remember how we got this 40 degrees from the problem? Well, that 40, the only purpose for that 40 is to allow us to get that 50 degrees inside the triangle. So the angle of depression does not go inside the triangle. The angle of depression allows you to get the angle of reference inside the triangle.